having a good day?
Very much so. Yeah.
Good. So, you're on the Visit Bristol stall.
Yes, Bristol and Bath actually.
And
so
Bath
the whole
as well.
region.
Wow. So, let's go through it. What can you tell us about Bristol and Bath?
Well, certainly for the visitor that might have some accessibility needs, then we've got a lot of information on our websites, Visit Bristol, Visit Bath, and lots of places to stay, lots of fantastic visitor attractions, all with great accessibility, and many, in particular Bristol, many events, a lot of which, the bigger events, have great facilities for access within there. So things like hiring a scooter, mobility scooter for the day, things like that can be arranged at a lot of these events as well.
Excellent, thank you. So, what are your top tourist attractions within Bristol and Bath?
So within start with Bristol. Within Bristol, Brunel's SS Great Britain, right by the harbour, is fantastic. It's really accessible as well. For a Victorian ship, it's really accessible because they have a lift on there and you can get to every floor of the ship.
Right,
it's
that sounds
completely
really
restored
good.
to different areas, like different times in its working life, from the 1850s right up to the early 1900s, when it was very quickly outdated.
Right.
But it was an engineering triumph. It completely transformed international travel in the world. And then another thing in Bristol that completely transformed international travel in the world is Concorde. So a large portion of the British bit of Concorde was developed and manufactured in Bristol, and the very last Concorde to fly is still in Bristol. It has a museum all built around it.
Yes.
But it's not just Concorde, it's the history of aviation and the aerospace industry in the UK, which is centred in Bristol. So a fantastic day out, and again really accessible there as well.
Right, that's brilliant.
And then in terms of Bath, then some of the bigger attractions you'll have heard of the Roman Baths.
Yes.
That's got great accessibility as well.
Yes.
Obviously there are some bits which are Roman, and the Romans weren't that big on accessibility.
Right,
However, the vast majority of that is really accessible. Bath Abbey, and the thing about Bath as well, it's a really compact city centre.
Yes.
So you can get around and see some of the beautiful buildings and some of the attractions there all very, very easily.
Right, okay, sure. And regarding Scarefest and Christmas, is there any top events?
Yeah, we're right into coming up into scare season now.
Yes.
So places like Mary Shelley's House of Frankenstein, Scare, Avon Valley, Fear at Avon Valley Country Park, right up there as well. Just on the doorstep, places like Wookey Hole have got some great Halloween activity. And then going into Christmas, Bath Christmas Market is world famous and absolutely beautiful. Bristol has some great Christmas markets as well.
Right.
Christmas markets in Bristol run start of November right up to Christmas Eve. So you can be as
lovely.
disorganised as me and still be able to go to a Christmas market.
Lovely. Okay, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you. Thanks for popping by.
Bye.